Well, hello and welcome. So today what I'm going to be doing is answering the question that I've been getting asked a lot lately, which is how to create a really simple yet powerful plan that will determine exactly what you need to focus on to get real results real fast. So what I'm going to do is I've got the iPad here. I'm going to flick over to that now. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you 4 very simple but easy things you can do right now to create a plan so that you can be really clear on what you're going to implement and why, so that you can get real results in your business, so you can scale profitably and get a good result. So let's get straight into it. So the first one to starting out the plan is your goals. So everyone knows this. I guess it's just the methodology that you want to think about. So let's make it nice and simple. We want a tangible goal and an intangible goal. So let's say the tangible might be, I want to get to $5 million. At 30% profit. Okay, so we want numbers, we can measure it. It's a very specific goal that we want to achieve 12 months from now or in the financial year. Then we want 3 intangible goals. So one of the intangible goals might be to focus on a particular industry vertical. It might be to create an extraordinary culture. It might be to implement effective, efficient systems. It might be, so see how it's something, but it's not tangible. It's not something you can hold or quantify. So 3 intangibles and 1 tangible. Then we do the pressure test. If we do this, will we achieve our tangible goal? If the answer is yes, happy days. Now, the one thing you need to be considering, because when we ask people what their goals are, most people will tell us some of the intangibles or a dollar amount that they want to achieve. What every business forgets is that at some day you have to sell. You're either going to pass or you're going to have to sell the business because you're wanting to move on. So right now, you very much definitely should be thinking about the sell day. So what are you doing to build your asset? And I'm going to show you in step 4 what you can do to build an asset, probably in ways you've never seen before. So we have to be building the business in context of who's going to buy it one day. If you're not thinking about that now, you're not really thinking about your end outcome. So then step 2 is the ideal client. So look, this is very important. We've all heard about ideal client before, but most of us don't have the discipline to determine the ideal client and then to focus on that specifically. So getting clear around who it is that you want to serve and how you're going to specialize on that moving forward. It's not about cutting everyone off right now. It's about tailoring your focus this year. Go around and start saying, this is what I specialize in. Because if you bring in more ideal clients, they'll pay better, they'll repeat, and they'll refer. So let's get really clear on the ideal client. I call this strategy. GY. Beautiful. Now, the third one is what I call a SAM, a sustainable, amazing month. So what you want to do is we now want to structure in, I've missed one. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the month. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What we want to do is set up a sustainable, amazing month. So now in order to achieve these goals, we're going to have to structure things in like, team meetings, one-on-ones, training sessions, time to focus on sales, time to focus on admin or, collecting the money. So what we need to do is we need to look at the month and we need to structure things in so that the things actually happen. Things like structuring in when you're going to do the plan and when you're going to implement the plan to achieve these overall goals. So, you really should have a month that, you'll structure things in like this. Yellow might be just sales. We want to dedicate time to sales. Blue might be when you have your team meetings. So we want to have a reoccurring month, a sustainable, amazing month, when if this month just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating, will you achieve your overall goals? If the answer is yes, then you've got a great, sustainable, amazing month. If there's something that gets missed, we want to structure that in, and then we want to have the discipline to stick to that structure. Now what we want to do is the last part, and we want to look at the systems. So how do we create a really clear action plan to actually make all of this happen? So this is how you do it. So let's say up the top, we've got our strategy. Our strategy then determines our business model. So if you've got marketing, sales, operations, admin, and up the top here, you got your strategy. Your strategy should determine your marketing, should determine your sales, should determine your systems and your people in operations, and determine how much you pay or how much you charge. Now, the action plan. We want to create these lists of all the systems that need to be created to better support you in your marketing, in your sales, in your admin, and in your operations. Part of this list needs to be everything that the business is dependent on you. So if the business is dependent on you, people come to you with questions, you have to train them in the software, things like that. We want to put that in this list, because then what we want to do is we want to build out. So step one is build out the systems. Step two, we want to train it and put it into a video just like this. So let me give you an example. If I was to pick, say, sales, let's pick sales, for example. So if we look in my business, what happens is, so as it's loading, if my marketing, if we need a new telemarketer, for example, my marketing manager will, place the ad, will refine the applicants, they'll do a trial. If they're successful in the trial, then what will happen is they'll get onboarded and trained by me, but I don't need to be there at all. So, because what we've done is we've identified all of the systems. Here we go. We've identified all the systems and trained all the systems. So here you go. They get welcomed by me. They get trained and inducted by me in our systems, our call scripts, our CRM, the whole lot. So that's a really good example of how you're going to build your asset, because the asset now becomes the intranet versus the asset being me. So here we go. To recap, what we want to do is we want to, step one, let's determine your goals. Step two, define an ideal client. Step three, set up a sustainable, amazing month. Step four, we want to define all the systems that we're going to build and plug into an internal intranet to then automate and reduce dependency from us. So there you go. So now look, if you're really, if you're enjoying these tips and you would like to know more, we are a business consulting firm that's very passionate about helping people implement plans and then implement the system so that you can get results and be less dependent, or the business less dependent on you. Somewhere around here, there'll be a link for you to get our latest book, which is From Frustration to Freedom, How to Put Your Business on Autopilot. So you better click on that. It's free. Download it. There's some more videos and tips from me on how to have a great year this year. So that's it from me. I trust you've enjoyed that. Make sure you go away and actually implement this, because that's when you'll get the results. Thank you. See you later.